Today, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of exercise for brain health. I believe that exercise can not only improve your memory, but it is the best vaccine against Alzheimer's disease. Yes, I think, and there's plenty of scientific evidence that shows that exercise and better fitness can protect your brain against developing Alzheimer's disease decades later, or slow down the brain atrophy that happens to your brain with aging. First of all, you know clearly that sedentary lifestyle is bad for you. It increases your weight, your obesity, your heart attack risk, your stroke risk. It makes you depressed and anxious. So having a sedentary lifestyle clearly is bad for you. It's particularly bad for your brain because when you gain weight, unfortunately, your brain shrinks. Yes, your hippocampus, the part of the brain for memory and the part that shrinks a lot for Alzheimer's disease, gets smaller when your belly gets bigger. Now, the good news is that you can reverse that. The best way to reverse that is exercise, and many studies have shown that the more you exercise, the bigger your hippocampus will get. Yes, it's incredible, isn't it? You can grow your biceps with exercise, but with vigorous exercise, you can literally grow the part of the brain that's so critical for memory and risk for Alzheimer's disease. And it's linear. The more fit you are, the bigger your hippocampus will get. Now, here's one example of a human study that showed that people who exercise vigorously, as in 1 hour a day, 5 days a week, can grow their hippocampus so much so that we can see on brain MRIs. Now, these images are not quite clear with this recording, but they're available on our website, neurogrow.com. Now, what accounts for that increased volume? Why is the hippocampus bigger? For muscle cells, for muscle growing, we know that there are muscles and blood vessels and connections between them. For the brain, we think that the reason you have a larger hippocampus and a larger brain is because you have more brain cells. Many studies have shown that vigorous exercise literally creates new neurons in the brain. Now, most people think that you don't have new neurons when you're an adult, but many studies have shown that hippocampus is different. With hippocampus, the more you exercise, the more neurons you will have. And this has been shown in many studies. The other factor that accounts for that increased volume in hippocampus and your brain in general is because there are more blood vessels. In fact, people who are fit have 43% more blood vessels in their brain. And more blood vessels mean more blood, and that means more nutrients. So your brain will stay healthier for a much longer period of time if there are more blood vessels supplying more blood to them. There are lots of other studies, and they're available in my book and our website. But how much exercise is enough anyway? If you don't exercise at all, I recommend that you start with walking 15 minutes 3 times a week. And you want to increase the amount of exercise you do gradually with the goal of 45 minutes of vigorous exercise 4 times a week. I want you to soak in sweat with exercise and think of it as the best vaccine against Alzheimer's disease. In fact, several studies have shown that if you get people who are pre-Alzheimer's or early stages of Alzheimer's and have them exercise vigorously, the amount of Alzheimer's marker in the brain go down. And no other drug has been able to do that. So there's compelling evidence that the more you exercise, the more you will reduce your risk for late life Alzheimer's disease. But there are other benefits. You will have a lower risk for heart attacks and strokes. You will have more self-esteem and confidence in the short term. You will live longer and stay sharper as you live longer. And on a daily basis, you're more likely to be in good mood. So I think that exercise is the best thing for your brain, and I hope that you will work on improving your fitness.